And then in episode 81, I talked to you about probably the biggest case yet found against fair use. Thomson Reuters, who owns the Westlaw legal service, had a lawsuit against Ross Intelligence. Ross Intelligence had bought from a third party, all legal, all good, data that was sold to the third party by Westlaw. But see, Ross Intelligence had asked Westlaw to license some of their content, and they said no because they were a competitor. So Ross went to this third party, bought some of these things, put it in, and trained their data. It was nothing like major, but 25,000 or so, what are called end notes, sort of like cliff notes, head notes on the top of this lawsuit that gives good and bad arguments. So they weren't allowed to do it, and the judge found that that content was copyrightable. But check this out. It's in there, right? Because the lawsuit wouldn't come up unless Westlaw was able to find it. And the judge found that it was copyrightable enough from Westlaw because a lot of this is very formulaic legal information, but it definitely was human influenced. So he found in favor of them. And now Ross Intelligence has to take the content out of their AI, which some people say in a black box is impossible. They have to make sure it's out of there and remove quickly, or at least timely. Now, why does this matter? This is even bigger than just finding content in AI. Many of the large language models buy their content from companies, nonprofit, like Common Crawl, who did this for years. Back in 2010 to about 2020, buying data of all sorts just started growing and growing and growing, driven by what most people in AI know AI to be, machine learning, before we all called it AI. So the machine learning was buying this kind of data. So third-party purchases were okay. There's even been cases of the US government's intelligence buying through third parties because it was illegal to gather the data themselves, for real. So if you can buy from a third party, that's a common way. But just then, Ross did nothing illegal, but they were forced to take down content because of a copyright violation.